Do you ever feel like life is meaningless, contradictory, ridiculous? Does the sheer balmy nature of whatever this is make you want to cry sometimes? Or do the televised horrors of the world and the people who are supposed to be leading us get you down? You're not alone. And mate, absurdism could well help you, right? Let's find out how. Welcome to Way of the Weirdo. Right. The absurdism that we are speaking of here comes particularly from a writer called Albert Camus, who exemplified this philosophy in his 1942 essay, The Myth of Sisyphus. Camus defined the absurd as the futility of a search for meaning in an incomprehensible universe. Whoa. Bear with me, all right? Promise, bear with me. Absurdism arises out of the tension between our desire for order, meaning, and happiness, and on the other hand, the seemingly totally indifferent natural universe's refusal to just, do what we want, right? And just be nice. Why can't it all just be nice? Sisyphus was punished by Hades because he cheated death twice. Hades can't be having that, bruv. Know what I mean? So, he was condemned to push a massive fucking rock up a huge bloody hill for eternity. And every time he would get near the top, the rock would just roll back down and he'd have to start again. Forever. Gutted. Whoa. Oh, wait. Hang on. My life is kind of... Oi, how the bloody hell is this depressing ass story supposed to help me? I can hear you clucking. Relax. Camus has this to say. I leave Sisyphus at the foot of the mountain. One always finds one's burden again, but Sisyphus teaches the higher fidelity that negates the gods and raises rocks. He too concludes that all is well. This universe henceforth, without a master, seems to him neither sterile nor futile. Each atom of that stone, each mineral flake of that night-filled mountain in itself forms a world. The struggle itself toward the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Okay, all right. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. If we accept that we, you, me, are Sisyphus, if we accept the complete absurdity of our situation, which is to constantly push our rocks, our burdens up a crazily huge hill in a world where so much is out of our control, full of those horrors who are marching to an ever-increasing pace of madness. If we accept that, right, and maybe then we can stop trying to squeeze sense out of what is essentially fucking nuts and get on with living, right? If we can, in the face of it all, imagine ourselves, believe ourselves happy, then we might create a position where we think, all right, yeah, fine. All that is apparently happening. I cannot make complete sense of everything, and I never will. The universe is ginormous and vast, and those people, right, those people did that to me. That fucking sucked, and that doesn't make sense either. But you know what? You know what? The weather is doing what the weather does. And me? I'm going to have a good day regardless. What? I'm with it, right? I say, why not imagine Sisyphus not only happy, but let's amplify that. Why not imagine him ecstatic, wearing a clown suit, cheering like a child at the rock, going tumbling and crashing to the bottom of the hill yet again. My friend, why I'm sharing this is because this idea, right, this notion of absurdity has given me absolutely huge benefits day to day. Because it's not nihilism, right? We're not looking at my days and going, oh, there's no point. Nah, right? It's different to that. I agree with Camus. There's an optimism in this absurd thing. Because let me tell you, being an extremely curious fellow, I have been prone, hands up, right, to rabbit holes of thought that led me nowhere good. And yet this release from needing things to make sense has been so freeing. Like now, the mostly paradoxical nature of this experience has in fact become a comfort to me. It genuinely makes me laugh. Pretty much daily. Like, it's balmy. Such is the fact that this body, is 99.999999% space. Like, what the fuck? Mate, there are so many examples like that as well. And yep, it can be tempting to sink into that. Oh man, what's the point? Oh man, fuck, shit, no point. Fuck, shit, no point. But what if the point is perhaps to make a point? What if the meaning is perhaps to make a meaning? Maybe that's our function here. Could be that we are the meaning makers of the universe. And it's a choice to lean into our struggle. We've all got our own struggles. It's a choice to lean into that and love this ever-deepening mystery that we'll never get to the bottom of. So that's where the curiosity train has stopped in this week. And I do hope this has been of service to you. And if you'd like to experience some art that is inspired by these ideas of absurdity, I do recommend Albert Camus' book, The Outsider. And I also recommend Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot if you haven't touched on these amazing works yet. They're really, really very good in my humble opinion. But just quickly, one other thing that absurdity has done for me is that, well, certain anxieties have been stripped away. And I feel no shyness in saying, hang on, let me stand up for this, I fucking love love you, my fellow nutbag. I'm talking to you.